Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Afenifere, Arewa chieftains clash over restructuring. Two prominent leaders of Nigeria's sociocultural groups, Arewa Consultative Forum and Afenifere, Anthony Sani and Yinka Odumakin respectively, have again expressed divergent views on the desirability or otherwise of restructuring the country. Speaking at the 10th edition of the annual lecture organized by the Change We Need Nigeria initiative in Abuja at the weekend, the Secretary General of the Arewa Consultative Forum, Mr. Anthony Sani, said the present leadership in the country seemed determined to remove the sandbags on the part of socio-economic development by prosecuting the war against corruption and insecurity. On the issue of restructuring, Sani said the solution to the challenges facing the country may not be in the structure and form of government or on economic model, but in our attitudes and the way we do things due to distorted value system. Sani, who was among the delegates that represented in northern Nigeria at the 2014 National Conference held in Abuja, said those who think that restructuring the country would enable each section to develop at its own pace are actually canvassing that Nigeria should break into different units. Some people have advocated for the restructuring of the country to enable each section develop at its own pace as a panacea to the challenges, as if Nigeria should live on different continents where some sections are on the cutting edge while others are on the knife edge of survival. And they anchor for this kind of restructuring without considering the fact that reduction of inequality is not only good economics but good politics as well, he said. According to Sani, the country has restructured several times on the political, geographical, and economic models. The Arewa chieftain said if the country must restructure, the process should be done democratically, where political parties would be allowed canvass positions through their manifestos and use it to seek the people's mandate in an election. But it is important to note that in spite of the variegate challenges that transcend state, zonal and regional boundaries, majority of Nigerians still believe the certain benefits of one big united Nigeria through properly managed social contracts by purposeful leadership more than the uncertain gains of disintegration, he said. On the way forward, Sani suggested that governance should be inclusive and driven in a way to promote national unity and solidarity, ensuring fairness and discouraging ethnic or religious biases. On his part, the spokesman of the Afenifere Odumakin said he believed that Nigeria should be restructured and the present constitution should be tinkered with to make it a genuine and authentic law voluntarily adopted by the Nigerian people. He said the present constitution was imposed on Nigerians and as such needed to be rejigged and revalidated. Odumake also condemned a statement credited to Junai that the North would revolt against any government that implements the recommendations of the 2014 National Conference, describing it as irresponsible. The Yoruba leader said he was part of the conference and the decisions reached. I challenged him to swear that he did not participate in the conference. Earlier, one of the guest lecturers at the event and the general overseer of the Charismatic Renewal Ministries, Cosmos Ilechukwu, lamented the absence of genuine commitments to the rule of law and social contract with the citizens by government leaders. He said if Nigeria must move forward, observing the rule of law and social contract is imperative. So guys, you've heard the position of the northern people, the representatives of this Arewa group. You know, they are from the north. and you have seen their position, and everybody understands their position right from a time. They don't want, I think in my opinion, there are three things that can really move Nigeria forward, even four things that can really move Nigeria forward. The first thing is say that when we have somebody who is capable, who is competent, who is not tribalistic, somebody who is not corrupt, somebody who knows what it takes, to move a country forward, someone who is knowledgeable, somebody who is ready to do the biddings of Nigeria, somebody who is able to, who has the political will to do things or to make things happen. If we have that kind of person, Nigeria will move forward in the sense that with this kind of a unitary system of government that we are practicing, that is, it will only work in that line if we have somebody with this kind of system of government that we are practicing. Secondly, the issue of restructuring is another thing that can make the country to move forward. Just like a lot of people have been coming from different quarters, they've been clamoring for restructuring and all of that. But the fears of some people is that it's the same people who are really at the aim of affairs of this country, because they are from different groups. Just like we always say that the blame that go to some region, or that the blame that go to the people who are really making this country not to move forward, it's not really coming from only one region, but it's coming from across, because with a tree cannot make a forest. You see that everybody is always talking about the north. Oh, the north, they love power, they love this. If the other regions, the so-called other regions, if they are not supporting these people, they will not be able to make their ways. Forget all those on they say they have the numbers, they have the whatever. The case study and a typical example is Buhari. With all the bragging, they always, priding themselves that he's always winning Kano, he's always doing this and that. And at the end of the day, for 3 consecutive times, he couldn't win. Not until when one region, try to collaborate with him and they merge together before he could win. So we have all these bad elements all across the country. So if we really go on that restructuring, it will really help everybody. But the fears of some people is that if really the restructuring takes place, all those bad elements, they will go and start exhibiting their evil hearts in all those regions when restructuring has already taken place. If really you don't want restructuring, then the best bet is for everybody to go back to where they came from. You have the Oduduwa, you have the Hip-Hop, you have the Arewa, or what they call themselves. Let everybody go back. And that is what Hip-Hop has been talking about. They want to have their own country. But now, the system of government that we are practicing, which is the unitary system of government, we don't have good leaders. And that is why we are having problems. Because a lot of people, and even myself, I'm of the opinion that anybody can be the president of the country, irrespective of where you come from, whether you are from the minority, even if there's anything that is even lower than the minority, if the person is from that place, in as much the person is competent and the person has what it takes to be the leader, and the person is not tribalistic, of course nobody would be talking about a restructuring or separation. Nobody will be talking about that. But as it is now, we've been practicing this unitary system of government for a very long time, and we have seen that it's taking us nowhere. But it's just only helping and elevating some people, just few individuals. Because if we say it is really affecting, or some region are benefiting from it, we might not even be saying the truth. Because if you look at everything holistically, you will see that it's just few people from those kind of from that region. They are the people enjoying the dividends of this one Nigeria. If you see their people, it is something different. It's not something that you want to to associate yourself with. Now, since it's not working, then the easiest way, to separation is the restructuring. And yet these people don't even see what is restructuring. Now they are preaching, oh, if the person is this, if the person is this. Okay, now, as it is now, we don't have the person that will be able to take the man to do the needful, that will not be looking at faces, that will not be able to have the political will. As it is now, we don't have the people, because we have not seen any form of development, great development since 1999 up till now. You can imagine in Nigeria there is no modern infrastructure on ground, nothing. As we speak, is it not shameful? Electricity is not there. It's just being epileptical. It's just be, off and on. In this day, in this 24th century, at this age and time. Now, these people don't still want the structuring. What are they even afraid of? These northerners, what are they afraid of? They always talk about they have the numbers, they have the large land, they have everything according to what they always brag of. If you know that you know what it takes to have the power, then why can't you go and test your popularity? Let everybody go and let them go and test their popularity. Let us know who is who. Let us know who have the intellectual capacity to be able to build their region. What are they afraid of? Okay, now, you don't want the structuring. Okay, maybe what they want is separation. Even that separation, they don't still want it. But they just believe in this one Nigeria so that they will be manipulating a lot of things. And it is not even benefiting their own people. That is just the irony of the whole thing. It's not beneficial to their own people, but it's just for selected few. And that's why you hear that they will continue to talk about one Nigeria. Now, they are trying to relate restructuring again to separation. Is there anything wrong in that if people go their different ways? Is that the end of the world? Have we not seen countries that have gone their own way and they are doing better? Majority of them, are they not doing better? What are they afraid of? If you know you have what it takes to move the country forward, then go to your region and move your region forward. They don't just want anything, whether restructuring, whether separation. Let everybody. Does it mean separation is a death sentence? I don't know whether separation is a death sentence, which they are really afraid of. It's because of this oil, and meanwhile they've already gotten. They said they found oil in one of the northern states. I think it's a welcome development. Let them go and develop it, because it is because of this oil. That is why all of them are crying for one Nigeria. Nobody is ready to invent new things. Nobody is ready to bring new things to the table. Nobody is ready to go and start from the grassroots, to be able to think through, to bring things that will move this country forward. Because of that oil, nobody is ready to do anything. And that's why they are always on this issue of a one Nigeria, one Nigeria. So I don't even know what they really want. It's really, really so disheartening. It's really pathetic that we are still on this journey of one Nigeria, and yet we are not moving forward. We are just retrogressing. So what do we call this? You don't want restructuring. You don't want separation. Even the one Nigeria you are talking about, we don't even have good people that will take up the responsibility and move the country forward. It's all about religious sentiment, tribal sentiment, all manner of political sentiment. That is, and greed, nepotism, tribalism. That is just what is killing us. Greed. I alone. So, guys, I don't know what you think about what these people are really talking about, because as it is now, they are not just ready. And the people that are helping them are the same people. That's why, it would be unfair to say, this region, they are the one making, taking us back, that are making us, they are this region not making us to move forward, to have the kind of progress we are looking for. No, a lot of people from other regions are helping them. They are helping them in their so-called irregularities. So, guys, I would like to hear from you. Leave your comments below in the comment section, and let's hear your take. Thank you very much. Bye.